Hi, my name is Peng Shao, and I am an attorney, consumer protection attorney, and I run R23 Law here in Los Angeles, and we sue banks. I came to know boring before I really started building the practice and building the firm. I worked with the principals at previous companies, so I already knew what they could do, and I trusted them. And that's the most important thing, trust. I trusted them from the very, very beginning. Rather than figure out marketing on my own and to get it wrong, I went to them first. I didn't want to bolt on marketing after the fact. I wanted to do it right from the start. I knew about Boring's reputation. I seen their work firsthand. And I knew that it was not a gamble. And going back to what I said before, trust. I trusted them. I have met with many other marketers throughout my entire career, a lot of vendors, and to me it was just the obvious call. I brought Boring in at the very beginning to think through the whole entire strategy with me before we ever got started, before I was heads down in cases, before I was heads down in representing the clients. How was it built? The first thing that Boring did wasn't developing tactics. It was discovery. It was getting clear on what R23 Law actually is, who it's for, and how to say that plainly and how to communicate that to the potential clients out there. We know we have a good product. We know we're a great law firm, and we can help service a lot of consumers out there. But how do we have them find us? How do we find them? So it's positioning. That comes first, right? Then everything else. Then after the initial discovery stage with Boring, they handed me a 90-day plan. Exactly what we were doing, in what order, and exactly why. It was structured from day one, and that's exactly what I came to them for. Now, regarding search and visibility. In this modern internet age, it's all about search and all about how visible you are to the potential clients. So on the search side, Boring built the foundation properly. Their technical work under the site, the Google profile, and the things that actually make a difference in deciding where and whether people find you. They explain it to me in plain English. They walk me through how my clients actually search for and how they search for the people who to help them, the attorneys to help them, and they built around that. There was no jargon for me to decode. There was no industry, marketing ambiguities for me to figure out. It was direct, it was to the point, and it worked. From the very beginning, Boring came out as a fractional CMO. And this is the part that mattered the most. I didn't hire them for a project. From the beginning, they've been our CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer. Fully embedded marketing leadership, not a vendor that I check in with. And I don't have to call them and ask them, hey, I'm paying you all this money every single month. What are you guys doing? No. I know what they're doing. I see what they're doing. And I see the results that they deliver. So when I have a decision to make, I'm not guessing. There's someone in the room who knows the business and thinks about it full time. They're not some vendor here to collect a check. There's somebody who's building my business with me. And that's what I wanted from day one. And that's what I got from Boring. The biggest thing is that I'm not invisible. We show up when people search for what we do. And we've been very proud to, in our very short in a little over 2 years in existence, we've grown to be the #1 consumer protection attorneys in Los Angeles, as ranked by Google. Right? And we show up when people search for what we do. And that's turning into real inquiries, and that's turning into real clients, and that's turning into real results, and that's turning into real value. But the honest answer is bigger than any number. I never had to guess. I've known what we were doing from the very, very start, and I've known why we're doing it. And the clarity is worth more than any single metric. Honestly, I'd rather keep them all to myself, but unfortunately, they wouldn't come in the house with us. Boring is for professionals who are good at what they do, but don't want to figure out marketing on their own. If you can bring in people you trust and run it properly from the start as a fractional CMO, people who stay in the room as your business grows, do that. Who's Boring not for? If you just want someone to churn out posts and never talk strategy, give you a bunch of ambiguous hoopla about SEO or KPIs or metrics that makes your head spin, they're not for you because you'll just end up being frustrated. For me, it was one of the best decisions I made when I started my business, and it's the decision that I'm proud of every single day. I recommend Boring without any hesitation. But honestly, I prefer if they just work with me.